everything comes over Greenland. If the bad guys start shooting, it comes over Greenland. It's really being negotiated now, the details of it, but essentially it's total access. It's there's no end. There's no time limit. We're going to have total access to Greenland. We're going to have all military access that we want. We're going to be able to put what we need on Greenland because we want it. We're talking about national security and international security. So we're going to not have to pay anything other than the fact that we are building the Golden Dome, and the Golden Dome is going to be something that's going to be very amazing. We have the best weapons in the world. We have the best companies in the world. We want them to produce faster, and we've put a mandate out. You're going to have to produce faster, whether it's the Patriots or the Tomahawks or the F-35s or anything else.
President Trump's historic deal with Greenland, a triple play, securing land, Greenland's minerals, defense in one deal. Denmark has to keep paying the population of Greenland $600 million each year. The USA gets sovereignty over land to build new U.S. military bases for military training and intelligence operations. Plus, the U.S. gets mineral rights as China and Russia get pushed back. Joining us now, EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin. Lee, it's great to see you. What's your reaction to all of this? The media downplayed this, but this is a big push also for the Golden Dome system to protect the U.S.
Right, and it didn't require military force. President Trump sees the big picture. He engages in international diplomacy over the course of last year better than I think anyone could think of any other examples because of so much going on around the world at once, and it's been one success after another. There is a strategic vision for understanding the battle for control over the Arctic and not allowing bad actors, adversaries to have control. President Trump sees the advantage to protect America. He talks about the Golden Dome, and our nation is stronger for it. Instead of just turning a blind eye for the opportunity and allowing Russia and China to move in on this territory, President Trump has shown the initiative. He worked the right levers of power, understanding instruments of national power, and he did it with great success.
And now we've got this, he's coming back home. He says he's going to campaign like 2024 never ended. He's heading to Iowa with a speech Tuesday focused on the economy. Mr. Zeldin, let's get to this. U.S. GDP came in at 4.4%. That's a really strong number. The Dow approaching 50,000. Listen to the president here on his board of peace for the Middle East. Watch this.
To end decades of suffering, stop generations of hatred and bloodshed, and forge a beautiful, everlasting, and glorious peace for that region and for the whole region of the world. Many have said that if Hamas doesn't do what they promised they would do, and I think they probably will, but they were born with rifles in their hands. They were literally born. The first day they had a rifle put into their hands. But they have to give up their weapons, and if they don't do that, it's going to be the end of them. Today, the world is richer, safer, and much more peaceful than it was just 1 year ago. We put out all those fires. As I said yesterday, the U.S. economy is booming with virtually no inflation. It was 1.2% for the last 3 months, and we inherited the worst inflation in the history of our country. And we have economic growth now of 5.4%.
What do you think, Lee Zeldin? Pretty powerful stuff to go into the midterms.
Absolutely. On the economic front, we are just getting started. On the deregulatory agenda, there have been a lot of proposals, been going through public comment, finalizing decisions. We at the EPA right now are in the process of finalizing decisions that amount into the trillions. One act alone, the proposed rescission of the 2009 endangerment finding and all of the greenhouse gas emissions on light, medium, and heavy-duty vehicles. All told, if finalized, would be the largest act of deregulation in the history of the country. You start kicking in the tax cuts and the economic boom is exciting for individuals and for businesses, for our economy at large.
Lee Zeldin, EPA Chief, great to see you again. Thank you so much for joining us.